We are going to talk about vertex form today. I've been thinking a lot about our parabolas in standard form, and now we're going to talk about that other form, vertex form. And you guys have seen this before when we did absolute value, and we talked about h comma k being that turnaround point, and it's true in this case too. So the vertex is seen here, and notice negative here, but not negative here. So the sign switches for the h and stays the same for the k. The a, this number out front, tells you if it's up or down. Notice it's the only one that's the same color in both of these. Okay, if it's positive, it's a smile. If it's negative, it's a frown. So we're going to graph this, starting out with, let's see, vertex. We can see it here. That was much too thick. So remember, we flip the sign for this one. Keep. Okay, so flip, keep. Okay, so the vertex looks right there. Then the axis of symmetry, remember, comes right from here. X equals -2. Is there a max or a min? When looking at this, A, in this case, is 1. There's no leading coefficient, so A is 1. So this one is a smile, and smiles have a minimum. Okay, so graph using the vertex. Well, what do I know? I know the vertex is -2, -1, so I can put that on here. And another important piece of information I can put on here is the axis of symmetry at x equals -2. And I know that it's a mirror, right? It's on either side. So I have the vertex. Guess what? I also could find another easy point. And by easy point, I mean find the y-intercept. Okay? And to do that, I'm going to plug in 0. So I have 0 plus 2 squared minus 1. And 0 plus 2 is 2. 2 squared minus 1. 4 minus 1 equals 3. So when I plugged in 0, I got 3. That's important. I can plug that in right here. 0. And now I know another point on my graph without even trying. And that other point is the mirror image of my y-intercept on the other side. And this is enough to graph a parabola. Okay, there's 3 good points there. Remember, it is U-shaped. I know mine looks kind of V-shaped right now, but it is U-shaped. So I'm going to use the vertex and then the y-intercept. Okay. So another example, the vertex, we flip this sign, keep this sign. So my vertex is at -4, +3. Then I use this to find my axis of symmetry, -4, +3. I'm going to plug it in there. And then I'm going to draw my axis of symmetry. Is it a max or a min? Well, I'm going to look at my A. A is positive. Just a second, honey. And I'm going to, so I know it's a smile because it's positive. Even though it's 1/4, it's still positive. So it shows me it's a smile. So I know it has a minimum. Let's find the y-intercept. Let's plug in 0. So I have 1/4. 0 plus 4 squared plus 3. 0 plus 4 is 4. Oops. Okay, so exponents first. So 4 squared is 16. So now I have 1/4 times 16 plus 3. 1/4 of 16 is 4. So I got 7. So I know that at 0, I'm at 7. Okay, so I plugged in 0, got the answer of 7. And again, this exactly right here. Okay, the exact mirror image on the other side. And now I can draw my parabola. Notice that 1/4 really made my graph get wider. Okay, it pulled it open farther. So we'll be talking about that at some point too, about what that number actually does. But right now I'm just, is it a smile or a frown? Okay, so another one. Oh, actually not going to do this one. I'm going to write the vertex, 3 comma negative 4, x equals 3. And then you could graph using the vertex and using the y-intercept. You should be able to find it. And try this one out on your own and then head to the assignment for today.